Good afternoon, it's me again, Janet, and Patches is out here too. He'll probably join me, jumping up behind me in a minute or two. But we're going to continue with our little blurby that we had, our shorty from yesterday. And I requested y'all to do two things. And the two things were write a list of the things you don't like about yourself. Oh, sorry about that. And the things that you don't like about yourself, and the things you don't like in life. And the second thing was to write a list, I guess you could call it your dream list, of things that how you want life to be, what you really want to do and be, how you want to see your relationships and your job and things like that. I guess you could call that your dream list. And this is your poo-poo list. Okay, so today we're going to deal with poo-poo list, and it might be a bit long, but I'll cut it off and maybe we'll just do 2 sessions and everything, because this is really, 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 really important. Can you tell it's important when I said really? Really. Okay, so the most important thing is that this is what you don't like. This is what you don't want in your life. But this is what you do want, your dream list. This is who you want to be, all right? So we're going to go back here to the poo-poo list, and we're going to say, all right, now, why are you in this poo-poo list? What is it that you don't like about this poo-poo list? Probably the biggest reason is that you don't have the freedom. You feel captive. You feel enslaved. You feel frustrated and anxiety. You feel like, you go month to month, week to week, from paycheck to paycheck. And you can't take those vacations that you want to do and places you want to go and be, right? That's the poo-poo list. We're going to deal with that. Okay, the question is, why? Why are you living in this poo-poo list? Why? So let's go back to science. Let's go back to metaphysics. Let's go back to God, source, universe. Let's go back to the very beginning. In the beginning, God, universe, okay? In the beginning was the void, and you came out of this void, this embryonic stage, and you came into the light because you are light, and you are a spiritual being. This spiritual being has been in existence since before the beginning of time. You have, your spiritual essence has been in existence since then. And you know what? You're going to be on and on and living throughout eternity. But we are here now. So what does that have to do with this poo-poo list? Because this poo-poo list is a representation of your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself, about what you believe about yourself. And 99 9/10% of the time, that is, oh, here he comes. And that is because you believed, I know, sweetheart, you believed that was true about you. It all started from the day you were born. That, yes, I know, Mommy loves you. Yeah, and since the day you were born, you have been programmed to believe that you weren't good enough, you weren't smart enough, that you were not pretty enough or handsome enough, that, that you had to go to college, otherwise you weren't smart enough if you didn't get into college. Well, hell, most of us don't even know what we want to do or be when we're get out of high school, let alone go to college for something. We just don't know. We're green behind the ears, I guess you could say. And so, okay, sweetheart, mommy needs you to get down, okay? I love you. Let's get down. Off. Good boy. And so we have believed lies about ourselves. We have believed these things about ourselves. And in that regard, is that we do not have a lot of self-respect. If there is something there, it is mostly ego. And ego is the thing that is contrary to the spiritual you. The ego is always on the defensive, is always promoting itself. Ego is there to rule and control because it is based on intellect and it is running on a program of the subconscious. That subconscious is that stuff that you have been told and that you believed since the day you were born. So that is what we have to deal with so we can get rid of the icky poo-poo list and we can move on into our dream world, our dream life, which within a year or two, you can be there. You can start having all of those things. But you can only start because everything comes, because you're a spiritual being, everything comes from the spirit. You are the source. If you are the source, then that means that what you believe and what you focus on, that is what manifests. It's kind of like a boomerang. I love that thing of imagination about the boomerang. It's what we speak out, what we feel about ourselves. It's a frequency and a vibration, and it goes out. And you know what? It goes out and it comes back to us. So if we're not thinking or believing good things about ourselves, about our relationships, about our jobs, it's going to come back to us, maybe even multiplied, those negative thoughts and feelings. Meanwhile, this ego here is going to be defending itself because it's scared shitless. Yeah, that's right. It is, because it wants to be in control. Ego wants to be in control. But how come you feel so out of control of your life? Ask yourself why. Because you are believing the wrong things about yourself. So this ego here is controlling you because you don't know who you are. So once we get to understand who exactly we are, then this ego is going to have to take a step 2, 3, 4 back and out, so that you are led by the spirit. You are led by source, by that universal benevolence that you are, that you came from. So that I'm going to just feed you that for today. And I'm going to let you think about that. And not just, hey, don't get on this cycle going from one a manifestation coach, dating coach after another. I mean, all it is just putting your mind full of more and more information, but it's not allowing you to really sit back, take that deep breath, and just start meditating on that, who you are. You are a spirit being in this body. And it's like this body is the avatar, the temple. But your truest essence, your truest essence is beautiful, perfect, nothing missing, nothing lacking. It's benevolence, it's unconditional love. It is everything and anything you can possibly imagine. So Think about that. You're not this ick that you wrote out. You're not all these negative things. Those things and how and where you're living at now is a manifestation of your thoughts and your beliefs from the day you were born until today. So understand that. And once you understand that, then we're going to get to healing that, getting rid of that ick, so you can move into the dynamite person and future that you really want. This other list, your dream list, all of these wonderful, beautiful relationships, all this wonderful and beautiful finances and challenges and inventions and vacations. You know, what the hell in the world do you think God put us here to suffer? Excuse me, that's just religious crap. You have been here to learn to create, to bring heaven to earth. That is what we are here for. And we are here to learn to manipulate energy, because we are energy, we are frequency, we are vibration. So apparently this ick list came from a bunch of negative frequency and vibrations, that of being a victim and a failure. That is not who you are. You just thought you did. You just have believed that. So we're going to go move into the next part probably tomorrow. So I hope to see you then. Until then, I love you. Mwah. Have a great weekend, but I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.